chance for the first time in program history.
And this guy, Fernando Mendoza, he had a drive and the dive that he and Indiana fans will remember forever. Let's take you through this crucial stretch in this game for Indiana. Of course, they were seeking their first ever football national championship. It was 4th and 5 for the Miami 37. Mendoza with a tremendous throw to Charlie Becker, who makes an even better play on the ball to gather and stay in bounds for the catch. His family is feeling it. So now it's 3rd and 5. They're at the 13. Mendoza looking for the end zone is overthrown. So do you take the 3 points? No.
Go.
So they were going to go out. But then Curt Cignetti called timeout. We're going to go for it. Here's what Mike Gundy had to say about that decision on the ESPN Film Room broadcast.
They called timeout again, right?
Yes.
And in my opinion, what he's thinking now as a head coach is, if he goes for this, he's thinking, I don't want to lose by 1 point.
So you go for it. 4th and 5 from the Miami 13. And what do? You give it to your Heisman Trophy winner. Mendoza gets the first down and then leaps into the end zone for the glory of old IU. His parents can't believe it. Here's Chris Fowler in the call.
Got to get to the 8. He's going to take off and run. Mendoza weaves his way first and goal, diving toward the end zone. Touchdown! That's why he won the Heisman Trophy.
That was the key sequence, the key play for the Hoosiers as they take down the championship. And on that play, in that moment, the mentality was championship caliber.
Everybody doubted us at the beginning of the year. We didn't make it this far, not to lay it on the line. 4th down, we trust our guys, we trust our O-line. First 4th down, Charlie Becker, fantastic catch. Second 4th down, I would die for my guys in the field, same way they do for myself. We put it on the line, and we got that dub. Let's go.
How did you get it in there, though? You had to go airborne, Fernando.
I had to go airborne, and I'll die for my team. Whatever they need me to do, they need me to take, shots from the front and the back, whatever it is, I'm going to die for my team out there, and I know they're going to do the same for me. That's what makes it so close, and that's what makes this national championship so special.
The coverage before they were in the coverage where that play would work. We put it in for this game. It was quarterback draw, but it was blocked differently. And we rolled the dice and said they're going to be in it again, and they were. We blocked it well. He broke a tackle or two and got in the end zone.
SportsCenter on the road presented by Geico and that championship confetti. Oh, how beautiful is that if you're an Indiana fan? Greg McElroy joins us here on SportsCenter. He was on the national radio call. And look, we saw Mendoza's Heisman moment with that touchdown pass against Penn State. His championship moment clearly came on that touchdown where he dived into the end zone, but he made another great play on that same drive. As a former quarterback, Greg, give us the perspective on what he was able to do in those 2 plays.
You know what's amazing, Michael? He didn't even have his best stuff tonight, and yet he was still the best player on the field. That just goes to show you how good Fernando Mendoza's been all season long for the Hoosiers. He is always so clutch. When the game requires precision, he provides precision. When it requires athleticism, he requires athleticism. But that 4th down quarterback draw will be remembered forever by college football fans of every fan base, because that is the first overall pick that decided to put his body on the line, knowing that it was going to be painful and it wasn't going to feel good. He'll feel that hit tomorrow to find pay dirt and to give his team a 10-point lead. It showed heart, it showed determination, it showed an ability that we have only seen from him this season when it comes to the other quarterbacks playing the game. He's absolutely incredible, and some of the things he did tonight secured this first national championship for the Hoosiers.
And Curt Cignetti said they put that play in specifically for this game. It's a quarterback draw, but the blocking scheme was different. They were expecting a certain coverage. It worked, and he put all his faith in his Heisman-winning quarterback. Greg, sit tight. We're going to get more perspective from you in a moment. We got to go through some of the other great plays from this game.
We absolutely do, because one might think that a pivotal drive like that one puts it out of reach for the Canes, but Carson Beck said otherwise. 8 minutes left in the 4th. It's Carson Beck to Alex Bowman for a gain of 22. A massive 3rd down conversion. And on the next play, it's Beck to the Frosh. Malachi Toney. He splits the defense, gives 41 of his own. Back-to-back explosives for the Canes. 2 plays later, it's 2nd and 10. Beck getting the ball into Tony's hands once again. And this time, he is going to truly make something shake. Spinning off of defenders, a crib call for Tony. 91-yard touchdown drive, part of Tony's 122-yard day at the office, plus that touchdown. Canes trailing by 3. Ensuing Indiana drive, Mendoza looking and finding one of his stud receivers. That's Omar Cooper Jr. down the sideline for a gain of 14. Then a few plays later, Canes fans panicking because Mendoza's going to dial it in once again, this time to Charlie Becker. And Becker, the back shoulder throw and catch, a figment in the system of this Indiana offense, gets another first down to keep the drive alive. And later in that drive, under 2 minutes to play, Kalon Black tries to run left side, but is met just past the line of scrimmage. Indiana this time would settle for the field goal. They'll go up 6. So the Canes and Carson Beck with one more chance. 0 timeouts, about a minute and a half left. This time he connects with C.J. Daniels, but that one actually falls incomplete. And after the play, it was called roughing the passer on the shot that he takes. Indiana players cannot believe it, so the Canes get a new set of downs. On the next play, Beck, short pass to Shamar Brown. That's a gain of 11. Miami's staying alive. 2 plays later, from the Indiana 47, it's Beck to Daniels, this time for 6 yards and another first down. Next play, Beck trying to find Keelan Marion down the field, but the corner undercuts it. Jamari Sharp with the play of the day, reads it, gets the game-sealing interception. Here's what it sounded like on Indiana's radio network.
And the rags to riches story for Indiana football comes to conclusion, and they are the national champions of 2026. What a football team!
An incredible run by Kurt Cignetti's Hoosiers. They win 27-21. Your 2026 national champs. Can we get a smile, Coach Sid?
We won the national championship at Indiana University. It can be done, and I'm so happy for our fans. Words can't describe it.
Finally, how are you going to celebrate, Coach?
I'm in a beer.
We're 16-0. 16. National champions at Indiana University, which I know a lot of people thought was never possible. It probably is one of the greatest sports stories of all time. Are there 8 first-round draft choices on this team? Probably not. No, there aren't. But this team, the whole was greater than the sum of its parts.
I mean, there's no better group of guys I want to deal with. It's the most special moment of my life. There's such a great group of guys. I love you guys. Great job. Let's go!
Overwhelmed by emotion, and it's the pinnacle peak. It's like all season sometimes I've had these cookie cutter responses and media trained responses where it's been like, oh, on to the next game, on to the next play, and now we did it. We did it. So at that point, I think it was only fitting to kind of, open the floodgates, per se. Probably break my stereotype.
He's been around Coach Sig too long. He has an X-rated mouth.
Let it fly, young man. Indiana capping off that undefeated season, finishing a perfect 16-0. They become the second major college football team all time to go 16-0, joining a team I'm sure we all remember. 1894 Yale. I'd rather forget them. Highlights in the squad, Anson Beard, and who could forget Frank Butterworth. For more on the other side of this here equation, let's check in on Canes head coach, Mario Cristobal.
The ability to take a team on November 1st that was lower than, low, and to find a way that every single day hold people accountable, demand the best of them, bring energy and enthusiasm to practice, and get the results on a weekly basis of 1-0 for, I think, 7 weeks straight. It is a testament to what they are. It's a testament to their choice and their determination and being true men of action. And again, they're the best thing that's happened to Miami, the University of Miami, and our community in 25 years. So you don't just automatically return to a game like this just because you're mad. I think that's the biggest misconception in sports. Oh, well, they almost got there. They'll be back next year. That's a bunch of bull. You got to apply all the lessons learned. You've got to improve as from a roster standpoint, a regimen standpoint, discipline, everything, and move forward. And these guys have set the standard to help us get there.
This team made a decision on November 1st. You know, we sat in that locker in Dallas at SMU, and it hurt. You know, it stung really bad, and we made a decision to, you know, turn around and respond to the adversity that we had faced. And we got to this point, and we came up 3 points short.
All right, Greg McElroy still with us here on SportsCenter. All right, so Kirk Cignetti wins a national championship in just his second year in Bloomington. Greg, what is it about maybe his scheme, his personality that made this championship not just a possibility when he first got there, but now a reality in just 2 years?
Well, I think the biggest thing is his talent evaluation. More than anything else, you can talk about the scheme, it's outstanding, but a lot of teams have great scheme. You can talk about the players. I think that's a big part of their secret sauce. They had a bunch of guys that were under